It's an offseason tradition unlike any other. Should the Vikings trade Kirk Cousins? Ever since he got here in 2018 as a free agent, it's been like, oh, here we go. Trade Kirk to the Niners. Trade Kirk to the Jets, who he could have signed with in the first place for $6 million more in 2018. Or whatever, just trade Kirk wherever. But I don't think they should. I really do not think that they should this offseason, even though it may have made sense in previous years. I just don't think, gut feeling right now, that it would be a very poor decision for the Vikings to move on from Kirk Cousins, right? And we got 5 reasons why it would be idiotic, es muy estupido, to trade Kirk Cousins at this stage. Even though it's fun to talk about, of course, it's going to be talked about all offseason. Reason number 1. 2022 was a career year for Kirk Cousins, where mind melding with Kevin O'Connell, getting the best out of Justin freaking Jefferson. I mean, the Vikings got themselves a career year out of employee number 8. He was 6th in yards, 5th in touchdowns, 9th in quarterback rating, had 13 QB wins, which, so if you're going to bash Kirk Cousins for being a 500 quarterback for his career, you have to give him credit for 13 wins. And also 8 fourth quarter come from behind game-winning drives, etc., tying the NFL record, whatever. Either way, Kirk Cousins was slinging it, and even at 34 years of age, going to be 35 in August, he's playing some of the best football of his career. And the Vikings have not been the model of quarterback consistency. And it's really depressing. It's really crazy that if Kirk plays like 2 or 3 more seasons for the Vikings, he's going to be up there in terms of Vikings all-time quarterbacks with Frank Tarkenton, which is just crazy when you think about it. Next up, reason number 2. He gives the Vikings the best chance to win 2023. Again, show me a quarterback who realistically the Vikings could bring in. So I'm not talking about bring in Aaron Rodgers or trade up for Bryce Young. Give me a quarterback who is going to give the Vikings a better chance to win in 2023 than Kirk Cousins right now after a year with Kevin O'Connell in the system. Name one. Now, the Vikings don't have the draft capital. They don't necessarily have some of the cap space, even though #cap is a myth. But the Vikings, I mean, they're not getting Tom Brady, even though I would take Kirk over Tom Brady right now. They're not getting 8 Aaron Rodgers, even though I would take Kirk over 8 Aaron Rodgers right now. So, I mean, Kirk, for better or for worse, I mean, Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell bet last offseason that they were going to hitch their wagons to Kirk Cousins, and he gave them a career year and 13 wins and division title. And I think that he does give them the best chance to win in 2023. Now, that doesn't mean that necessarily it's the best decision for the future, but that's an argument for another day. Next up, reason number 3 why it'd be dumb to trade Kirk. Because it would piss off Justin Jefferson, where I truly believe JJ when he goes to bat for Kirk Cousins. This isn't a front. This isn't anything like that. And remember, Justin Jefferson, for all the records that he's breaking in his first 3 years in the NFL, he's not throwing himself the football. Like Kirk Cousins is dealing. He's getting him the rock. And they do clearly have good chemistry. And Justin Jefferson wants to win, and he wants to move the ball. And short term, the best option for both of those is with Kirk Cousins. Now, I think you could sell Justin Jefferson on a clear succession plan, whether it's keeping Kirk for another year, extending him for another year, whatever, and also bringing in a young quarterback TBD that Justin Jefferson can grow and show with for the future. Then I think you could sell it to him. But just straight up trading Kirk and not having a clear plan at quarterback and just having the offense be into the win, that is a surefire case for Justin Jefferson to not sign an extension here, to force a trade, to go to Cincinnati and sign for $15 million per year, and then just go win all the Super Bowls with his guys, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow. All right, so you want to keep Justin Jefferson happy, and this isn't a diva situation. This is literally, hey, we want to put up points and we want to win ball games, and I respect the hell out of that. Next up, reason number 4 why it would be dumb to trade Kirk. Lack of trade return. What are you going to get? So the speculation right now is that Aaron Rodgers is going to be dealt for like a mid-round selection, like a 3rd or 4th round pick. Basically, it's just a salary dump. And I think that teams are super wary of giving up all of the picks for what happened with the Russell Wilson trade. And I don't think that given his age, going to be 35 in August, that you would get more than a 2nd round pick. Now, sure, it would be nice to get back into the 2nd round, but also you're sitting at 23 in the 1st round. Are you going to draft your future franchise quarterback at 23 absent moving up? Probably not. Are you going to find one in free agency? Are you going to trade for one? No. So again, it goes back to Kirk does give the Vikings the best chance to win in 2023. Now, if a team is ready to plop down 2 1s for Kirk Cousins, sure, we can talk about that, but I don't see that happening. Or even like a 1st round pick inside the top half of the draft, like the Colts come knocking or the Panthers come knocking. Again, I don't see that happening. I just really don't. And then lastly, reason number 5 why it would be dumb to trade Kirk Cousins, succession plan. So the succession plan from Kirk needs to include Kirk, where I think that there can be a logical progression of the Vikings acquiring a quarterback of the future in this draft, whether maneuvering in the first round, finding a guy day 2 that Kevin O'Connell wants to grow and develop with, sure, or they acquire Trey Lance, or they acquire Zach Wilson, or they acquire some other young quarterback that does have potential that Kevin O'Connell's like, I can work with them, and then have them sit behind Kirk for a year, maybe 2, and then take the reins after that. Because I think the Vikings right now, I mean, the offense carried this team this year. They had 13 wins with the 31st ranked defense. And now if the defense can be rebuilt on the fly in this competitive rebuild, and the offense stays top dog, I think this team could be very competitive and look to defend the North and look to have double-digit wins and look to make some more progress in the playoffs. I truly believe that. But if they just rip the Band-Aid off and trade Kirk, and then all of a sudden you're dumping your hopes and dreams on a rookie quarterback or an unproven quarterback or a bridge quarterback in free agency, that ain't it. That ain't it. So I think that Kwesi and Kevin O'Connell are going to be logical here. I think that they understand that their best chance to win is with Kirk. So have Kirk for this year, maybe next year, but find yourself your future franchise quarterback. Sell that idea to Justin Jefferson that, hey, this young guy is going to be able to get you the rock, and then go from there. I think everything can be worked out swimmingly. But that being said, watch the Vikings trade Kirk for like a second. Oh, man. Anyways, your thoughts are thoughts. 5 reasons why it'd be dumb to trade Kirk Cousins. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.